Well, good morning, YouTube, and happy Tuesday. Oh, that might help. How's everyone doing? Can we tell I'm not, fully here yet? Well, I haven't had a coffee. I decided to have a sparkling caffeinated water instead. I think it takes a little longer to kick in. Today we are taking a look at this charming little diorama game called MakeRoom. And yes, that's not a typo. They did list it as all one word. And you can see what I have done here already. Little bitty office. And crafting space. Very charming little game. But of course, we're going to start a new one. We're going to go into Sandbox. We also have requests, apparently. And you can do custom ones, but we're going to do Sandbox. We're going to start with something simple. Let's do a garden. Now, we can go... change the color here of the background, apparently. Go with a nice dark blue. And over here we have all of our categories of things we can add. There's also a custom category. And yes, there is a very huge community of workshoppers for this. So there's a ton of extra stuff that isn't in the actual game that people have created, I believe, using the game itself. Let's start with the basics. Clearly, if we're building a garden, we'll start with some plants after the cat gets out of the screen. Excuse me, what are you doing? Okay. Alright. We'll put in a couple of little tufts of grass here. Maybe a couple little mushrooms hidden in it. And you can change the size of things. So say we want these mushrooms a little smaller. We don't want them overwhelming the scene. Kind of tuck them in. There. Now the base game does come with a decent amount of stuff. However, like I said, this game has a very thriving workshop, and we're going to go ahead and go into custom, which you could tell I have spent some time getting a ton of stuff. Mostly furniture, but in here we also have various plants. Wow. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to make these bits of grass smaller. There. Well, that's a better looking grass. I think we're making more of a nature scene than a garden, aren't we? Well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, that one's a little ridiculously big. See if we can size this down enough to use it. We can. Okay. But I don't want it standing on top of the other plant. There. Oh, mushroom patch growing in there. It looks like we have a little bitty pond here. Feel like I do want to add this. Make it smaller. Maybe not a pond so much as a little pool of water. There we go. We'll put it in the middle. And then we'll build around it. I think one of the charms of this little game is that there's just so much. And you have the freedom to do whatever you wish. Ooh. I like these. Maybe we'll have that growing around the pond like that. We'll do another one. We'll add some grasses to it later. That. Huh, looks like some sort of fall decoration. Okay, we don't need that. Potted plant. Yeah, I picked up a lot of random stuff, including this cute little bridge, which we don't need right now. A lot of food items. Huh, cat tree. Now, might work, except I don't think we have any fall trees. So, we'll scatter a couple of these around. Just add to the scene. Just say layer it, but I don't know how good the layering is in this game. Probably one of the small complaints I do have. You know what? Let's go ahead and duplicate this, because I forget duplicating is a thing. Alright, good enough. More flowers. More flowers are good. Again, we'll duplicate it. Almost feel like you could make a whole carpet of flowers just like this. It keeps wanting to click on the ground instead of the item. bit on the squarish side, but we can adjust that with just changing the size and angles. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize I could change the ground here. I don't think wood, I don't think that's going to be the best option. Let's go back to just the basic flat green. Oh, that's cute. It's big. But again, we can fix that. Maybe we'll stick that over here. Actually, now let's put that here. We'll make it even smaller. Wrong. That's in my face. But we'll fix that. Oh, more flowers. Almost a lavender type thing. Not sure I'm liking that one as much as some of the others, but still. You can use it to fill in spaces. This one came out pretty recently. I'd say it came out in, I believe, August of 2025. And it's not a very expensive little game. Now, it's not as detailed as, say, My Dream Setup, but I think part of the charm of it is that it's got a very isometric aesthetic. Just feels like it allows for a little more freedom. I don't think we need the strawberry plant, but okay, good to know the strawberry plants. Ooh. That is not the same color. Oh, wait, maybe we can change that. Hold on. Yes, we can. We could go with a darker gray. We can. You see, there's a lot of colors in this one you can change. Maybe like there's a little path. Actually gonna move this one over here. So we want this to be this darker gray. Maybe we'll make a couple of these a light gray. There we go. Actually looks nice. I've seen some of the dioramas people have done with this, and it's just absolutely amazing. Of course, if they're making stuff like this, then they're probably doing some pretty amazing things with it. Pretty flower, but not for the... Ooh. Yes. Now this is a good filler plant. Looks like some sort of a fern. And we can even put it in there. Definitely want several of those. Now, tuck one in here. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. And then we'll vary the greens. And I'll make this one smaller. I'll keep this one the same size, but I'm going to make it an even darker green. And we do have a color wheel, so we can change it like this too. That way our plants aren't all the same exact color. Maybe we'll stick a couple more of these around, like in here. It's very, very much about details in this game. Maybe we'll make this one like almost, looks like it's starting to die off. Make that one much bigger. And then we'll also change the color. I don't know, what else should we put in this? See what else we have. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. We put that. I feel like that should go over here. And we'll move this. There. Well, somebody went through a lot of trouble to make that. Yeah, it's over the edge, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to get rid of it. It doesn't match the scene. We don't have any water here, but it's nice. And more flowers. Almost feel like this is a little fairy pond. Even have a little gnome. Log path. Could have done that too. Oh, we don't need it, but nice. Most of these I haven't even really taken a look at. So I don't know what they all look like until I put them down and I'm like, yeah, no. Huh. Put a little bench over here. Maybe right in here. Like that. Some bushes. I'll make that one smaller. We're definitely changing the color. We'll put another one. Also make it smaller. And I want to keep that a lighter color. For a little contrast, you know? Ooh. I don't know what this plant is supposed to be, but it looks like a good little pond plant. So we'll stick that in there. I don't know. I think that's supposed to be French fries. Yeah. Don't think we need that in this scene. Huh, lily pad. I think our little pond is full enough, so I don't think we're going to add a lily pad, but it's there. I keep calling it a pond, it's a little pool of water. Oh, and yes, a little bitty tent. Let's make it a little teeny tiny tent. Tuck it away in here. But I do not like the color, so I'm gonna make it a different color, make it even smaller. Maybe somebody thought to put a little tent out for whatever lives here. How are we gonna make it? Maybe this nice purple for that color. And then a darker version for the bottom. And maybe that green. And then for the tent pole, we'll do that. There we go. That's cute. I even found an ocarina in the workshop. Of course, I had to grab that. Spools of thread. More flowers. Daffodils. We'll scatter these around here. Maybe it was once a well-kept garden, but now it's kind of gone wild. Another nice looking grassy plant. I think we need a few of those. You know what? These bushes are looking a little plain. Let's add in some of these here. Now we're going to make that smaller. Of course, we're going to duplicate it several times. I'm going to change the color of that one. I'll make that one really small. Oh, and you can also randomize the colors too. So if you just wanted to say, okay, what do you think? All right. Well, it's looking nice and messy. Just like an overgrown garden would look. Little picnic. Little picnic blanket. Maybe we'll tuck that in. We can. No, not right there. Alright, we'll have to put it like that. I think I might even grab the picnic basket. We'll have to look for it. After all, you can't have a picnic table without a basket. Bird's nest. I don't know where I would put it. Can't really put it in the tree. Or can you? Make it small. Like very, very small. We can have it sticking out like that. You know what? I don't like the color of this tree. I just made another one. Let's make a bigger one over here. But I don't like the color of it, so we're going to change it. That works better. We'll do the same over here. That's much better. I notice you can't change the color of the... Oh, yes, you can. Oh, that's a ton better. I mean, probably not realistic for a pine tree, but still. There. Oh, I like that. Hold on. We need more of that. Maybe make that one a tiny bit smaller. And is that a rose bush? It certainly is. Well, that definitely gives you the feeling that this used to be a garden. Put a couple of these. Let's change the rose color for this one. Let's make it more of a purpley color. I know purpley is probably not a proper word. You stop it. There. Put you there. Make you a tiny bit smaller. Again, change the color of the rose. We'll make this one just pink. Now these are... Oh, that's bamboo. Actually, whoever made that did a really good job on it. Don't need it here, but very nice. Oh, there's a picnic basket. It's a closed one. I think there's an open one too, and an empty one. I think we'll do this one though. There we go. Like somebody came out here to have a picnic. There's just so much little details. Ooh, what's this? Little seat made out of an old log and some random bits. You know, that might almost work better than the bench we have. Let me go ahead and delete that. And I will put that in here. Oh, that works better. That's much better. Make it a little smaller though. There we go. Oh, see, we have sunny. Okay, so we have different times of day. Oh, that's dark. Starlit. Snowy. That's a little trippy. Let's go back to sunny. So that was that. I kind of wish it organized the custom content by category like it does with the regular content, but it doesn't. Oh. Oh. Well then. I think we have our reason for our leaves here. So we'll make this one just that much smaller, and we want the leaves to be fall-like, so they match the leaves on the ground. There we go. Now the leaves scattered around make sense. Of course, now I feel like these trees are too big. There, now they kind of fall into line with the scene. You know, I almost didn't make a video about this one. It's like, okay, this one's a little too simple. But then I discovered that I don't, you can't call it a modding community, but the workshop community and how much they have added to the game. And I was like, okay, well, with that in mind, you definitely want to do a stream about it because it's a lot more involved than I thought, a lot more complex. Lots of little flowers. I mean, somebody really loves flowers in this. I'm gonna make these flowers a different color, I think. Maybe not that color. I like that. And we'll keep this one the original and move it. Just kind of fill in the spaces. And yeah, somebody even made a Katamari Damacy doll, which I thought was really cute. Make it teeny tiny. We'll put it over here by the tent. Now I'm imagining this is some little secret garden that children play in. You know? Mom sent them out with a picnic lunch, and they brought their toys out, and they're playing out here. When they get tired, they come rest here and take a nap. Of course, now I think we need more toys in the scene. Well, here's a cute one. Oh, it is cute. Look at it. Well, we have to make it smaller first. There, we'll put it over here too. Wonder, can I do that? Where'd it go? Right here. Yes, I can. We'll make it a tiny bit smaller. We'll turn it a little more. I guess that's the best I'm gonna get with it. Alright. I don't think I like the color of the flowers. Go with something. No. Yeah, that. That matches a little better. I have no idea what this is, but it's adorable. And yes, somebody even made a Pokeball. We'll throw that in there somewhere. Alright, I think they have plenty of toys with them now. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I think once we make it a little smaller, we'll put it in here. Duplicate it. Another one over here, make it a little bit smaller. Make the green a little bit darker. And we'll duplicate it again. Another one over here. Also change the green. This time we'll make the green a little more on the gray side. It's like 51 pages so far of DLC. User created items. So like this could be a seed. I mean, it isn't really, it's a mushroom, but we'll pretend that it's a little stool. We'll put it next to this bench. More mushrooms. I think we have enough mushrooms in there. I almost feel like not only would this be children that playing in here, but specifically Hobbit children. It looks like something in a Hobbit setting. Even a little mushroom house. We'll have to add that. Tuck that away in here. Just like that. Maybe change the color of the stem. No, not that color. We need something, yeah, like that. Or even that, but lighter. There we go. Somebody's little game console. Cute. Another flowering bush. But yeah, we have reached the end of the custom content. Think these kids don't come out here alone. They would have a loyal little friend with them. So we will put one. We can have him lying down like this. There. Isn't he cute? Love versions of dogs. We'll give him a toy. I feel like we need to make that a different color. And get a much brighter color like this yellow. Yeah, that works. Now what else could we add to this? I don't know, I want to call it just about done. I don't want to change the color of the ground. But again, it doesn't let you do that. Oh, there we go. I was wrong. And I will stand corrected. There we go, that's much better. Now I think we could call it done. It's just a simple little scene. A little place for the children to come and play and rest. And there's a photo mode. You have orthographic. You can turn that on or off. Tilt shift so that you get a blur effect. Basically the foreground's blurred and the background isn't, so say we want to focus on the dog. Turn it like that and you can see the dog and some of the details, but the very foreground is blurry. make it look more painterly or less. Have thin outlines, no outlines, or very thick outlines. We'll stick with thin. And then we have filters. Grayscale, monochromatic, dusk, amber. Ooh, wow, that's bright. Next, candlewick, velour. They recently actually named the filters. They didn't have names before. Velour looks nice. Shadow mint looks really nice. Solaris, deep woods. It actually kind of matches what we're doing here. Rustica, flower box, glassine. Also looks really nice. Petrolia, frostic, lamora, mulberry. That boosts the purples, I think. Gingrel, Skyline, Oriole, Horizon, and then back to no filter. Now, I think we liked... Glassine was nice. You know what? I do kind of like glassine the best. I think that's good. And you can change the size that the image is going to be at. And we're going to turn off the logo. And then take the picture. Which is basically just a screenshot. A fancy way of doing a screenshot. But yeah. That's one scene down. That took us about an hour. Not too bad. So we're going to save it, because if you don't save it, you lose it. We don't want to do that. We could open one of my previous scenes. So we have this here, which was just a little simple, well, garden again, but much cleaner. It's like my test. Little cat sleeping there. This was before I started getting the custom content too. Make that smaller. We'll make that smaller too. Also going to change the color what's inside it. Make it a darker brown. There we go. But yeah, that was my first attempt, so we'll save that back in here. And then we have this, which is a little camper. This is my first attempt at doing a camper. You can see I took some creative liberties with it. I gave them a wet bath. And I put them a little chair underneath the loft bed. Got a little TV under there and a little console table. Little handheld game there. Little cabinet to put their clothes and stuff in. Yeah, I was trying to imagine how a camper van might look. And I figured just as long as it had the basics, it was fine. There we have that one. And then a little office. Got a little reading nook off to the side with a squishy on it. Squishy in the rocking chair. Nice, cute little scene. I thought you could change the image on the screens, but you can't. There's that one. Another little, you could tell I like doing little outdoor scenes. This one's a much neater garden. Got a little barter, all the nice little flowers, a little fire pit going. A lot of these were also before I figured out many of the controls, so it is very interesting. But this one is before I figured out a lot of the controls, like changing the colors and sizes and things like that. I think, aside from the one we started at, which that's when I really got into the custom content and started learning how to make changes. But yeah, a little office space. There's a computer setup, dual screen, webcam, which, yeah, no. Microphone, computer, drawing tablet. Somebody even made custom content that was an open book of CDs or DVDs, or in this case would be game CDs. But then you have over here crafts, fabrics and yarns, and the sewing machine over here with a bunch of threads. Somebody did a lot of work making this rack of threads, which looks really nice. Turn it around the other way. You can see I didn't do much with the books. I just put them on the shelves, but books, record player, and some records. There's even a little Polaroid camera over here. And a wizard, because why not? And wizard needs food badly. Yeah. I mean, for the aesthetics, which I'm not quite low poly. I'm not sure exactly what the style of graphics is. It's very charming. But yeah. Now, we're going to make a new scene. So, we'll go back to Sandbox, and we could do a room, a camper, a boat, which I haven't done a boat because I have no clue how to do a boat. Or a garden, which we already did a garden. I think we're going to go with a room. So here, we can change the layout of the room. This is the default. We can have one with the slightly curved corner. We can do that, make it longer, make it even longer, make it longer that way, or even longer that way. Make it bigger square. We could do like that. A lot of different options here. And I think we're going to go for something like this. Probably almost turn that into a little studio. Let's turn this into imagining maybe it's the main living area, so there'll be a living room and the kitchen, a little dining area. What do you think? So we can change the wall patterning. There's various patterns. Now that's one thing I haven't checked. Oh, wood paneling. Anybody remember wood paneling? I do. I think I kind of like this. And you can do a different one or the same one on the other wall. I'm gonna go with the same. You can also change the color of the walls. I think I'm gonna leave it the gray. And of course, same with the floor. I don't know if I have custom content for the floor. I don't think so. We'll do this herringbone pattern. But we're definitely going to change the color to something a little more brown. And a little less red. So like that. Alright, let's start the living room portion of this, shall we? And we're going to go back into custom content. And we're going to go through here real quick because I know I got a nice sectional type couch I could put in here. No. Was that it? I don't think that was exactly the one I was thinking of. I'll put it aside in case I don't find the one I'm thinking of. I might use it instead. You know what, maybe? This chair's really cute. But I thought for sure there was another one I had gotten. And like I said, I wish this would organize the custom content by category. That's the one. Alright, we can delete you. And we'll move you. We're also going to resize you. You're entirely too big. There we go. So we'll put that here. I'm trying to think if I want to leave it the color it is. And we'll put this little chair over here. Nice comfy little space. I think I can size this down one. There. Of course, in the living room you need other things. Wondering, now I think about it, hold on. Maybe I want to turn this way. No. Maybe. We'll see. If I don't like it, I can move things around, right? What's this? No, just some shelves. I need something a little more specific. I know I found something that would work. Well, that could work. It's not what I was looking for. Well, that's neat, though. Got a little cut through here, but they did a great job with it. Wait, was that it? No. No, but that's a really nice piece somebody did. That took a lot of work. Nope, that's a closet, which we didn't have much of in this game. Ah, this. But we need to make it much, much, much smaller. There we go. I don't like the color. So we are going to change it once again to something of a more natural brown. Maybe like that. And of course there's a big gaping space there. Which means we need to put a TV in there. Huh, that's a big old TV. I mean, technically this is supposed to be a monitor, but I know a lot of TVs look like this too now, so we'll use it. Oh, still too big. There we go. So we have our TV set. And we can lock it in place so we can't accidentally move it. Excuse me. Go into our custom content. So we have a couple of fun things in here, like old CRT TV. We could put that in there instead. Somebody put an old CRT TV and put a weather station on it. That's cute. But what I'm looking for is in here somewhere. There's the Polaroid camera. That's what it looks like before you size it down. Somebody did an excellent job with that. That definitely looked like a Polaroid camera. Where is it? A couple different ones. Don't worry. All will be revealed in due time. What's this? artwork. Oh, we have a cute little rug here. We'll make it a tiny bit smaller, fit better in the space. There we go. Rugs are good. Make this smaller. Put this up here. Ooh. I'm gonna grab that. We'll use them for the dining room. So we'll move that over there for now. We're definitely changing the color of it, but still. Just wanted to grab it. Baker's rack. We'll grab that too for the kitchen. Where is it? I'll put this cat tree up in here. We'll put that right there. Nope, still not seeing what I want. Seeing a lot of other things. A set of old-timey furniture. Nope. Deck of cards. The little wheelbarrow we used in the other scene. Old-fashioned telephone. We'll take a look at the custom content or the workshop in a little bit. Oh, there's the open picnic basket. Wish I'd seen that for the other scene. Well, hello, Jacob. Happy Tuesday to you. How you doing? Where is it? Oh, there's a PS2. It's not the one I wanted, but we'll put it aside in case I don't find the one I want. I was listening to Fairly Odd Parents music. You know, I never watched Fairly Odd Parents. I heard it was a decent show, though. Markers. A wooden mannequin. A lot of art stuff I picked up in here. Even a weaving loom. Don't know why. One song was done by Harry Connick Jr. Really? Might have to check out the music and listen to it. Okay, I'll move that aside for the dining room. You have 2 games you're excited for out today? Oh, tell me all about it. What's coming out that's got you excited? Final Fantasy Tactics and Alien Rogue Incursion. I have heard of the Alien Rogue Incursion. I had no idea that they were putting out Final Fantasy Tactics. Is that for PC or console? All platforms? Really? I might have to look into that. I played some of the Final Fantasy games. Tactics wasn't one of them, but I've heard it's really good. Come on. I want to find the thing I wanted. Maybe I downloaded a little too much of this stuff, huh? I'm not finding the one I want. Another old-fashioned telephone. Maybe I should put that aside. Looks nice. What? This game or Tactics? Cute. Oh, that was the other little tent I could have put it. I'm making a little, basically it's going to be a living room, and then there's going to be a dining room and kitchen. So I guess it would be part of an apartment. You can do pretty much whatever you want with these scenes. It's a lot of freedom and a whole lot of custom content because people have created all sorts of things, as you can tell as I go through. I'm looking for the one thing I want because it's not organized in any specific way. I don't think I'm going to find it. And it's in here somewhere. Somebody had created. Is that it? I think that was supposed to be it. Yeah, here. Okay, we'll get rid of the PS2. And we'll resize this down. Down further. So it can fit on the shelf here. It's supposed to be a GameCube. So we'll put that there. And of course that's the GameCube controller. So we'll make that smaller. Smaller. Else we'll also duplicate it because you need two of them. I'm glad I no longer rent a house anymore. Or four. 4 houses. Well, I'll be honest, I still rent, but I've been lucky to find a good place. And a nice landlord. Oh, or 4 controllers. I think two will get the message across nicely, though. But yeah, I thought it was neat that somebody had created a little GameCube, among other things, because there was also a PS2, and I just kind of like that there were some old style. What the heck is this? The light. Put that right here. Make it smaller. Yeah, I kind of wish I could There. Also, my little nephew wants to watch Alien now. How old is your little nephew? I mean, I would say something about it would probably scare him, but I've seen what some of the kids, they're too young. I've seen what some of the kids, when I worked at the library, the kids would check out the wildest movies to watch. I mean, we're talking 5-year-old kids that would check out some of the most gruesome horror movies ever. And they would laugh as they watched them. And I was like, how can you even? But I was allowed to see Alien in theaters at his age. And how many nightmares did you have afterwards? None? You're lucky. When I don't know if you'll remember the remake of The Thing, the 1987 remake, or 19, no, it was earlier than that. It was the early 80s. Mostly because as a kid it bored me. Maybe that's why the kids laugh at the movies, because they see the absurdity of them. You love both versions of The Thing? Well, when I was a kid, it came on cable. And we all sat down as a family to watch it. That I definitely want. I will put that over there. Yeah. And let's just say I did not deal with it too well. About halfway through the movie, see, I could probably handle the black and white version, but about halfway through the movie, my dad realized that I was spending more time with my hands over my eyes than I was actually watching the movie. So he let me go to my room and skip the rest of it. The damage was done. I still ended up having nightmares for like 3 months afterwards. It was not fun for me. Ooh, actually I prefer this. I'll go with this instead. Put that. 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 And yes, I know I'm just shoving a bunch of stuff in here right now. You know what? I don't have to do that. Hold on. I know it's on page 5. Now, ask me if I'll remember that later. I will keep this over here, though. I know it's on page 5. But yeah, I did not handle horror movies well. You've been watching What's Emergency? I've not heard of that. Put this little basket under here. Maybe they keep some stuff in there. An old TV show. Okay. It's something I'd have to look up. mean, I know a lot of old TV shows because I grew up in the 70s and 80s, but that one escapes my recollection. But I've watched everything from Our Gang to Matlock and Murder, She Wrote, and I mean, I could sit here and list off a whole list of TV shows that I remember watching as a kid. But that would probably bore the heck out of y'all. I'm sure y'all don't want to hear my TV history. Come on. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Nope, not small enough. There we go. The game cartridges to go with the game. Or maybe they're games. Who knows? Check Discord DMs. I will as soon as I'm done. Or actually, let me see. Let me see if I can, alright, we'll put some DVDs up here. Okay. Discord. Give me 1 second. There it is. Terms of Service and Policy Update. Oh, hush. We know y'all want to throw us off for anything. Yeah, I don't recognize it, but I'll have to take a look at it. I have to see if I wonder if Tubi has it. I haven't been on Tubi in a while. I don't even know if I can log in anymore. Oh, see, I was a year old in 1972. That might explain why I don't recognize it. Probably Paramount Plus. I don't have Paramount Plus. But maybe Amazon Prime? Nope, come back here. Oh, that's right. We can randomize. There we go. You bought Adam 12 on iTunes? I hadn't even thought about getting anything like that off of iTunes. Seems like the only time I ever use my iPad is when I'm on Procreate anymore. I don't even play games or anything on it. Of course, I need to get back into my Procreate. Where is... that wasn't it, was it? No, that's the PS2. When I was a teenager, the video iPod was big. I remember when that came out. I had a little, actually I still have it. Where is it? I have a SanDisk Sansa. It's a 4 gig. Still works. Still has the music I put on it. And it even had a little screen. Little teeny tiny screen that you could watch little short videos on it. That thing is the bomb. I mean, like I said, it's ages old and it still works. I also have an old iPod Touch that still has the last music I put on it. So I have that, kind of a little time capsule of what I was listening to at the time. It even has a few games on it. A couple of games that don't even exist in the Apple Store anymore. You got your 3D. Oh, hello, Wolf. Happy Tuesday to you. You got your 3D printer to work yesterday. I had both of them going last night. Bought some Dawn and glue sticks. Got my wrist guard and one knee done. And 2 chest greeblies. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I am so glad. And Jacob, you say you know why your eyesight is bad? Well, share. Does it have anything to do with the computer screen? Because that's probably why I wear bifocals now. Actually, Wolf, my roommate was talking about his 3D printer and said that he kept having stuff come off the bed until he realized it was because the AC was blowing across it and cooling off the filament too fast. And once he moved it away from blowing cold air, it seemed to work a lot better. I didn't know. I thought I'd share that with you. And you say you were watching videos on your iPod Mini 24/7. That might have affected your eyesight, yes. I don't know to what degree. Because, hell, we've been watching televisions since the 50s. I wonder if there's a correlation between screen watching and the rise of eyeglasses. Hey, Wolf says, yeah, that'll do it. And Jacob says you'd even watch full movies on it. Dang, you had more patience than I would have. I'd be like squinting going, what the hell is going on the screen? Of course, I've always worn glasses, so I don't have the excuse of the screen for my bad eyesight. My eyes have just always been bad. I mean, my first pair of glasses was when I was 2 years old, so I have literally spent my whole life in glasses. Your first movie purchase was Iron Man. Iron Man's an awesome movie. I'm sorry, but Downey Jr. is like the perfect Stark. And he's handsome too. My eyesight is 2200. That's not good. But I can't say anything. Like I said, I've worn glasses my entire life, so my eyes have never been good. You also like the movie he did before Iron Man, Zodiac? Don't think I've seen Zodiac. yeah, dude is just gonna forever be remembered as Tony Stark. I mean, whoa, that's a big, huge VHS tape. Looks like, I don't know, scale that down a bunch. It's about journalists looking for the Zodiac Killer. Now, I do remember bits about the Zodiac Killer. That was some weird stuff. I don't know why I'm putting a random VHS tape up there, but I am. Where is it? Dear game developers, please let us organize the custom content by category. Thank you. Oh no, I can't find it. You actually own a VHS? I wish I still had a VHS recorder. Because I did have a nice little collection of movies, including the first like 5 or 6 Star Trek movies. Not Star Trek. Yes, Star Trek movies. Including the movie that shall not be named. So Star Trek was fantastic. Star Trek 2 was good. Yeah, Wrath of Khan. And then there was it the third one where they had to recover Spock? No, it's the third one they lost Spock. The fourth one they had to recover him. And then there was 5. That's the one we don't mention. That was not a great Star Trek movie at all. Oh my god, there's an NES in here. Hold on, we gotta put that one on the shelf too. Or maybe, yeah, that's an NES, not an SNES. Five is bad. Like I said, that's what we don't talk about. That was, I don't know what the people writing 5 were smoking, but I need some of it because it was pretty potent. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that. And actually, this needs to be a little smaller. William Shatner. Oh my god, what? Okay. And all respect to William Shatner, because he is probably one of the most awesome trolls on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. But, what the hell was he smoking when he wrote that? And can I get some? Ego, mostly. No lie, but Shatner definitely has an ego. But still love him. Like I said, he's one of the biggest trolls on Twitter. And that's amazing considering his age now. Shoot. I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it. I know the one you're talking about. I don't think that was TJ Hooker. Boston Legal. Okay. Yeah. Actually, he really was was a great actor. I don't think he's doing any acting anymore. So I guess was is appropriate. But like you said, he did have an ego as big as the room, whatever room he was in. Oh, what's this one? Another console. Wait, which version of PlayStation is this? That is a PlayStation, right? You've been seeing Vince Vaughn in excellent movies. I think we need to put this on the shelf too. Clearly, this is a family that enjoys their video games, right? So we got a PlayStation, maybe a PlayStation 2, I'm not sure. And we have of course, I want to put it down without clicking on everything in the process. And we've got a Nintendo or Super Nintendo. Pretty sure that's just a regular Nintendo. Hacksaw Ridge. I believe I did see that. Wait, Hacksaw Ridge. I'm looking it up. I am pretty sure I've seen that one, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Oh my goodness, I've been sitting here talking and y'all haven't heard a word I said. Sorry about that. But yeah, I looked it up. I have seen Hacksaw Ridge. Great movie. I just thought it was very telling how, despite being a conscientious objector, that guy was braver than most of the men there. Probably because he wanted to go home in one piece. But he also wanted to see as many people as possible go home in one piece. But I was actually going to ask y'all a question. Maybe somebody has an answer or a suggestion or whatever. But say, theoretically speaking, I was wanting to get a retro console. Or actually, not a retro an actual console. Which PlayStation would be better to get? The original PlayStation 1 or the 2? The PS2? Because the 2 can play 1s also. So So, did the PS1 and 2 have some good games? And would it be better to get the 2 than the 3 or 4? I guess I don't know if 3 can be considered retro. I don't think I'm going to find the VHS player that I had downloaded. Well, shoot, no. Okay. There's somewhere in this list is a VHS player, but I can't find it. PS1 were legendary. I mean, right now, the only console I have is a Wii. And I picked that up at a estate sale for $10. And it still works. I also have, somewhere around here, I still have my my Game Boy Color. I have a Nintendo double screen, but it doesn't work anymore. I used to own a SNES. Now, that one I really wish I still had, because I had so much fun with the games on that. And of course, we know I grew up with the Atari. I actually never had owned a PlayStation anything. That's why I don't know which one would be better to get. Not the Portal. We can say this is a PlayStation Portable. Yeah, I've never owned one. For me, like I said, it was the Atari 2600, which technically my parents owned, but we played. The PlayStation Portable even had movie discs. So, either PlayStation 2 or PlayStation Portable. Now, what does the PlayStation Portable play? Does it just play its own games, or does it play other games too? The SNES, the Game Boy Color, the Nintendo double screen, and the Wii. Its own games, okay. So that's the only consoles I've actually owned. I don't know if you can't technically call Steam Deck a console, but I have one of those. Also, the PSP movies are awesome. Alright, so there's our video collection. There's our VHS player, our TV, our various gaming consoles. The original Tron? That was pretty good. Do y'all remember before we had DVDs, we used to have these little discs. I cannot remember what the format was, but they ran in computers and they usually had movies on them. You're 34, ma'am. I can't remember the file format. It was something that you had to have a specific player to play them. Any rate, one of the first movies I had bought in that format was Ghost in the Shell. If you get a PSP 2000 or 3000, there's a composite cable that allows you to connect to a TV. Certain DVDs couldn't play them. Most DVDs couldn't play them. But I was playing mine in my CD-ROM drive, and it ran, but you had to have a very specific player for it. I mean the program. But yeah, Ghost in the Shell was an awesome movie. Oh, more controllers. Nope, needs to be smaller. You remember because you were given a Ninja Turtle one for Christmas? Oh man, great times. Ninja Turtles were just awesome. We need knickknacks on this shelf. Heh, little toy cars. Fun fact, I used to play with my brother's Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars all the time. You need books? Yes, need books on the shelf too. You're correct. Not too many knickknacks in here. We need to make that smaller. Go. And we'll put that maybe over here. Oh! Okay. We can put little images in them. We don't have too many choices of images, but they're there. There. Little slippers. Oh, they're going to be little in a second. And I don't know if you can hear the noise, but if you hear like a rhythmic bumping, that would be the neighbors. They are listening to some music. They're making a sequel to Alien Romulus. Which one's Alien Romulus? Okay, we need to make those a lot smaller. We also need to zoom out so we can place them. It's after the first, but before Aliens. Okay, these need to be smaller still. I didn't know there was one between Alien and Aliens. Alright. We'll randomize the colors. There we go. We'll go ahead and duplicate. It's okay if you like world building. I mean, it depends on how well the world building is done, to be honest. And Ian Holmes is in it. And I have a cat. I don't know if you can hear her. Let's say hello to Miss Maylily. She has things to say, and she will say them right now. She also wants to get up on my desk, because of course she does. Hi, Kitty. And of course now she's running off because she's being a silly little twit. I like the randomized feature for little things like the clutter. It just makes things a lot easier. Okay, so we have a bunch of books on the shelf here. Because of course, like you said, we need books. Now, we need more clutter though. Oh, that's cute. Look, the little flower pot with the kitty cat on it. Oh, we gotta put that up there. How do we place this? How are we supposed to place a ceiling fan when there's no ceiling? I guess. Whoa, it disappeared. Okay, well, it's up there somewhere. It's totally in the wrong place. So I'm just going to move it out. We can't really see it anyway. Yeah, we can't even see it. Oh, more books. Oh, these are better books. Hold on. Oh yeah, I think we gotta replace some of the books we just put in. Hold on. Okay, delete that. And copy. We'll put that in there. And we'll move these over a tiny bit so they're not overlapping. And then we'll randomize. Much better. A little more variety there. I think that's good enough. What do y'all think? The bookshelf looks nice and full. There's just so many little teeny tiny details you can add to in this game. And like I said, this is all custom content. This is stuff people have created and put in the Steam Workshop that you can download and add. There we go. It's a nice little detail. Little couch pillow. Jack Nicholson cried when he heard Roger Common died. He must have been really good friends with him. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Put this little crystal cluster over here. Random little touches. Common gave him his first gig. So, very important person in his life then. Oh. Okay, first we need to make you a heck of a lot smaller. I don't know where I'm putting this. Maybe over here. Well, I don't know, Jack Nicholson seems like he's a pretty decent fella. You know? Umbrellas. A little umbrella stand. Of course, I've never met the man personally, so I wouldn't know. He could be an absolute ass, and I wouldn't know it. Yeah, I kind of subscribe to that old adage, don't meet your heroes. Because most of the time it turns out that they aren't who you thought they were. What's this? Nope. Huh, a little bed for a kid's room. A little tent bed. I would have loved that as a kid. I would have honestly loved that as a kid. Come on, give me some good clutter here, huh? I need some good clutter. No, clothes aren't clutter. I mean, they can be, but not. We got our bill sorter up there. Actually, no, I'm going to move it. Maybe stick it in here, like that. You can barely see it, but it's there. Got our pen, our checkbook, and our bills that need to be paid. It's so much fun to find little random bits of clutter to add. And why are you not going on the wall? Okay, this thing wants to go through the wall, not on it. Okay, that one's not working very well. Well, this one works. Kind of have to size it down about 1,000,000 times. And that actually goes real good with that. And it looks like they belong together. Oh, where's that coffee mug? Okay, that's about a whole lot bigger than I expected it to be. Much better. on. There we go. Okay, we need to resize that down. Yeah, it's a very flowery looking living room. Sue me, I'm a girl. Keychain with a, who knows what that is on it. We'll put that over there. Yes, I am definitely getting into the details with this one. Somebody's embroidery. Very kitschy. Very eclectic set of decorations on the wall. Oh, an incense burner. That would be a good item up here. We put it right there. Now, I did put the link for this game in the description. And it is on sale right now. It's like $7.99. And no, I'm not getting paid to say that. So I'm not getting any kickback or anything. I just, once I kind of familiarized myself with the game, I realized just how much more there was to it than I thought. I just thought I'd share it. You know? This section is so empty, I need stuff for it. Another plant. I don't think we need to randomize the colors of the plant, but we do need to make it a little smaller. Got a lot of plants going on up there. Guess that's good. What's this? A bowl of ramen. Put that aside. That's for the dining room. An astrolabe. Make that really, really small. And we can put it there. You can barely see the detail on it, but that's okay. There we go, a little bit better. I don't know know what this is supposed to be, but it looks like shelf clutter to me. Maybe it's not. Some things won't go on shelves, and it looks like, wait, maybe I can get it to go on there. No, it's trying to go in front of or behind, so it won't work. That's too bad. Some things are very specific. They only want to be on a certain thing, like the floor or a table. That I want. That's a plate. I want that. I might have missed a couple. Yeah, there's another one. And another one. Alright, I want those. That's for the kitchen. And that's for the kitchen. Dice. I think that's what, yeah. Because there's an 8-sided dice and... No, maybe these are gems. I do know I have dice somewhere in here. And I also have, I downloaded dice, a Dungeon Master's screen, and D&D character sheet. So you could actually set up a gaming scene. Ooh, now that would make nice clutter. Gotta be smaller. There. I feel like this might be a little candle holder of some sort, so put that up there. We're going to randomize the color. Oh, that's nice. We'll leave it. Paper towels definitely go for the kitchen. Oh, I needed this for the office craft room scene. Power strip. There. I feel like this is going to have a power strip if you got like a TV, a VCR, and 3 different game consoles. Let me find one more decent clutter for this. Like this. Hold on. So let me move this up here. So more books first. And this is what we want to put over here. These are the actual VHS tapes. Whoa, no, no, no. Okay, we could change this back. There we go. So some VHS tapes up here, VCR, TV, a whole bunch of books, some games. Feel like we could put these over here, and they could also be little game cartridges. There we go. I think we can call that shelf good. What do y'all say? I probably cluttered that up as much as I should. Oh, that's right. I've locked this. So now, no, okay. It doesn't have, I was thinking like the picture frames, it might have the ability to add an image. It doesn't. All right. Move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. We got a whole bunch of stuff cluttering over there for the kitchen. We only found one thing for the dining room so far, and it's this funky looking chair. And we need a rug first. Funny thing is, I got that chair. I don't think I got a table to go with it. That's a blanket, not a rug. Got this rug, but we did that already. All right, we need to make that much smaller. Definitely have to change the color. Maybe. Oh, that's much better. Okay. And speaking of color, we are not going with this. Okay, that's better. I like that. Now we need to find a table. Well, that whatever this cat is, they're very spoiled. Speaking of cat, hold on. We have kitty cat in here somewhere. There we go. Well, it fits just perfectly in there. Oh, look! Little Siamese cat. We'll leave it. We'll leave it just like that. Alright, now back to what we were doing. And now that we've added our animal to the scene, I don't think... Oh, I got this table. Not really what I'm looking for, though. Could use this as a table. I think I will. Put it right there. And we'll make it the same light gray as the legs of the chair. I don't know. Do y'all like games with a lot of detail like this? Where you have to, you have the freedom to just do whatever you want? Or do you like your games with a little more structure to them? I really like this because it's like a whole creative playground. You can just do whatever you want. Plate first. And obviously we're going to make that plate much, much smaller. I'm also going to color it to match the ramen bowl. I did not mean to do that yet. Okay. So I want that part black, and I want this part this brownish, reddish brown color. Not quite. That'll do. Now we can duplicate it. We'll make our ramen bowl a lot smaller. Oh wait, we need to well, maybe we don't need to recolor this one. Not everything has to match. And maybe that person's the only one having a coffee. That's not what I wanted to do. Not yet. I don't think I have any other glasses there. We'll go under food here. We have these water glasses. Do those. And they don't necessarily have to be water either. So we could go over here and change it to, I don't know, some soda looking color. So maybe that person's having soda. And this person's going to have strawberry milk. Yeah, that's it. Those are some big bowls of ramen, huh? Let's see, did I get, like I'm ever going to find it in here, one little bitty item in all this? Agree, the ramen is big indeed. It looked very tasty though. Nope, that's not it. I know what I'm looking for. It's just going through all of this other stuff to get to it. I'm gonna grab these. Oh my god, that's gigantic. Let's resize that real quick. Okay, it's gonna get resized some more, but there. I'm going to put those on the kitchen counter. Ooh, I want this for the centerpiece. Perfect. Now, it's so hard. The only thing I kind of wish the game had was a top-down view. I mean, you do kind of have it, but at the same time, you don't have as much freedom of camera movement as I would like. There we go. That actually looks really nice just like that. I'm not even going to change the colors. So whoever made that did a fantastic job. Now what am I know what I'm looking for. Okay. I got sidetracked by the candles. Nope, that isn't it. That looks like an ice cream sundae or parfait. Bet you that's a parfait. We got a jam jar. Put that on the shelf, kitchen shelf too. Finding everything but what I want. Isn't that always the case? Huh, soup pot. That'll be for the kitchen too. Ah, cutlery. Not that you necessarily need a, well, I guess having a spoon for your ramen doesn't hurt. Ah, $1,000,000 question. Can you guess which person eating at this table is the lefty? Or what do they call it, southpaw? I know I downloaded it. Where is it? And it's perfect for this too. Not the water bottle. Well, that's going for the kitchen. That way I don't have to look for it later, like I'm doing right now. Nope, that's not it. We'll takeaway coffee mug. Oh, and yeah, somebody went through a lot of trouble to make that. Very nicely done. Not what I'm looking for, but very nicely done. Alright, I'm getting distracted again, but I feel like I want to put one of these in here. Somewhere. I remember having one of those in my house growing up. The water dispenser. Oh, that's paint. Come on. Well, if we don't find what I'm looking for, we could possibly use that. There's a pretty boundless amount of creativity with this. Nope, not it. Found it. Alright. See, this person's being extra special and having a boba tea with theirs. There. Told you it was perfect. You better do something with this. Kitchen. I'll put this here. And we definitely want to make it a lot smaller. Put that there. And we'll put our kitchen sink right here. And I still feel like this needs to be smaller. Move you over here for now. And we put that on the baker's rack. I mean, we could. Move you here for now. Actually, I need to make that a tiny bit bigger. Coffee mugs. Move you. Now it was page 5. I remembered. It's page 5. Doesn't really match. There we go. A counter. Actually, I feel like, is there a corner piece for this? I think this is as close to a corner piece as we're going to get. I'll move you here. And I'll move you in here. Not perfect, close enough. Yeah, it's just going to be like that. Okay. Then no, not that one. Not right there anyway. Whoa. Okay, you had nothing to do with what I was doing. No, that does have to go there because it's a matching set. And I don't think this matches at all, so we're going to remove it. Nice looking, but doesn't match. Okay, we need the stove, which is in here somewhere. Oh, and a microwave, which is actually a wall microwave. Need to move that up a little. I'll change the color of everything after I'm done placing it. Oh, yeah, and if you all want to set up your own little shop, there's stuff in the custom shop like this ice cream counter. So if you wanted to make a little ice cream shop, you could do that. A little bakery. I think they have stuff for that. People are very creative. An industrial stove. I feel like first we can make this kitchen a teeny tiny bit smaller. Of course, that means we're going to have to move everything around again, but that's okay. Yeah, I feel like here they would have this because maybe they do a lot of cooking. There we go. Put our little soup pot up here on the stove. Well, I think that actually that can go over here. I think we need one more counter. I don't want to move that. Hold on. I can hit escape and cancel the action. I want it to duplicate it. There we go. We need a fridge. I don't think I downloaded one. A vending machine. Somebody went through a lot of trouble and made a vending machine. It looks very good too. It's empty though. I guess they sold out everything. Refrigerator, where are you, refrigerator? Of course, we also have, ooh, gas stove. Ooh. Ooh, I like that even better. Excuse me. Sorry, Mr. Industrial Stove, but you must go bye-bye now. Need to make it a tiny bit bigger. Nice gas stove. Oop, that clipped in. There we go. That's a little lower than the counter, but we'll forgive it. We'll forgive it. Where? Oh, those are just drawers. And by drawers, I mean dresser drawers. Ah, I knew I had a refrigerator. Nope, that's, well, we could use it as a fridge. It's not a fridge, though, I don't think. Maybe it is. You know what? Good enough. Now, we need these things. We need to resize them down a lot. And we're going to put them right there. Come on. Would you click on what I want? Thanks. Close enough. Some hanging dried herbs for the kitchen. Paper towels for cleaning up your messes. Coffee mugs, which means, of course, there should be a coffee maker, which I don't think I think I downloaded a really fancy espresso machine. Just want a basic coffee maker. Kitchen cabinets. I don't think we have one under food here. Oh, hanging pots. That's not the pots, that's the... Yes, it is. Really don't have a good place to put them. Put them here. Alright, we need to make it a tiny bit bigger. I'll have to do because there's no wall here to put anything. This thing we need to make a lot smaller. Like we have some herbs or maybe some succulent plants, who knows. We could place this right next to the fridge. It's coming together. Oh, we missed all this stuff down here that I grabbed. Oh, that doesn't even need to have its size changed. That's perfect. Some sliced bread. That definitely needs to be resized. I don't think I've ever seen a jam drawer that big before. And of course, the ketchup and mustard also need to be resized. And you do get to a bottom limit. There's only so much you can resize things up and down. I feel like we need a little more clutter. Looks like an empty cookie jar. Maybe we'll put it over here. It's getting ready to get washed. Butcher block with some knives in it. Oh, mortar and pestle. I feel like that would go over there where the dried herbs are. Is that a mat? It is. Put that in front of the sink. And we will randomize the color till we find something we like. If we ever find something we like. That'll do. spice rack. Definitely want that. That'll do. That looks nice. Well, maybe not the purple for the holder itself. Hold on, I will change that myself. Yeah, that works. Okay, I did not want to pick that up, but hey, we have a tub filled with sudsy water. Bubble bath. Woohoo! I haven't had one of those since, well, in ages. Huh. I'll put that over here. We'll go ahead and randomize the colors. Okay, I like that. Now back to here, we're looking for a coffee maker. And I know I downloaded one or two. Put that up there. Oh, bread. Well, maybe not that small. Bread box. Obviously, if you're cutting bread, you got a box to put it in, right? There you go. Make that smaller. That's a little detail we shouldn't miss. I mean, your sink does have to have a faucet, right? There we go. Now it looks like a proper sink. It's amazing the little details that people think of. Very impressive. Very impressive array of stuff that they created for this. I know, Kat. I know you're down there. I know. You think you're starving. Yeah, I know. She's down there mewling at me. Like, excuse me, have you forgotten me? I must get fed every 2.46 hours on the dot, or else I get very cranky. There's the fancy machine that I got. I guess we'll have to do with that. No, maybe not. It really won't fit. And I really can't make it much smaller. Oh, maybe we can move the mortar and pestle over there. Can we put this in the sink? We can't. No, we can't. I thought we could. And I can't really get into that corner to see it very well. Yeah, now it's sitting on top of the water. That doesn't work. We'll put it over here. Guess we can kind of fit it there. It's big. Not quite what I was looking for, but it will do. Now, I did say I was going to change the color of these. Ooh. Ooh, that gives it a whole new vibe. I like that. Yuck. It's not what I want it to do at all. Like, I don't think there's a Control Z. No, it brings back the last thing you delete it. Okay. Alright, we have to delete you. Go back into custom content, go to page 5. And this one. At least I knew where to find it. There you go. What do y'all think? Does that kitchen look good? I feel like we have to turn to this here. This baker rack definitely needs to be bigger. Like that. I guess we're not putting the phone there. Put the phone up here. While I'm thinking about it, there's a couple little effects you can add. Music, sounds, love, little love. Looks like fireflies. Little snoring effects. The kitty's very happy and very asleep. Wonder. First, we're going to save workshop. Oh no, I don't want to upload. I want to download stuff. I think we've done all we can for the moment because I do not have much in the way of kitchen clutter. So I'm thinking put some pots and pans here, which I have only a couple of under food. Let's put this little pot on here. And it doesn't want to sit on it. There we go. Maybe this pot here. Nice hearty stock pots. put this pan up here. Okay, I could get rid of the random slice of bread. Hello, kitty. She's being very persistent now. We'll put this, make that really small and put it up here. And we're going to randomize the colors. Okay. I'll have some very unique ideas of colors. There, that works. Guess we should probably save it again. Make sure. Yep, there it is. You know what? I totally forgot. This place has not a single window in it. There should be at least one. Maybe not that. Something like this. And maybe this over here. There, better. That looks like a cozy little place, doesn't it? Alright, I did promise we were going to go look at the Steam Workshop. Let's quit putting it off. So, if we go over here, the workshop, you can see that people have downloaded tons and tons. There's like 3,300 decorations alone. So we can search, see what happens if I search can. I get candles, Coke can, Monster can, soda can, a lot of candles, soup can. So we will click the plus button and that will add it to the game. A cat candle holder. Yeah, I'll take that. A pillar candle holder. I will take that. A candy cat apple cart. Yes, I'll definitely take that. And that's all you have to do is just come through here and framed painting. Okay? Spray paint can. Canned tuna cat food. Layer cake. There's the scented candles that I put on the table. It is. It's a very nice little game. A lot of Coke, beer can. A lot of soda cans. It's not quite what I'm looking for. The soup can was what I was kind of hoping for, but I didn't get much in the way of that. All right, so. But there's appliances, beds, cabinets, carpets, chairs, decorations, desks, doors, electronics, fireplaces. I mean, there's no, oh, yeah, I need to, there. And I've gotten a couple of these already. Ooh, I'll get that. That looks like it'd be good to make a fire pit outside. Log storage. Iron hearth with hook. Simple fireplace. Fireplace. I got this one. A firewood pizza oven. Play furnace. I mean, if you're making a medieval scene, you could even, there's even stuff for that. You know? A Minecraft furnace. Oh my god. Somebody put a Minecraft furnace in here. That's cute. Campfire. I want that. So, got that. Got lamps, plants, sofas, tables, windows. And y'all can tell I've already rated the plant section, so I don't need to even go look at that again. But then people can even upload their dioramas that they've made. So we can even look and see, like, this person created this boat. Oh my god. I thought I was going into detail. Look at this. So much detail on these shelves here. Holy smokes, this person's good. And you can download this. And it tells you, even tells you what custom objects in it. And they used a ton of custom content, just like I did. I wonder if it downloads all the custom objects too. You know what? I guess I'll find out. There's a pizza parlor here. So somebody went through a bunch of trouble to make that. Japanese restaurant. Looks like it was the same person. Yeah, Irrelevant Ashley. It looks like they do some really great little dioramas. Powerpuff Girl room. Each girl has their own bed and desk in their colors. That's cute. A greenhouse garden, which a lot of the stuff that I was tinkering with must come from this set. So I'm going to get this diorama because I think I have most, if not all, the stuff already. Somebody's restaurant. So they took the camper diorama and turned it into a little bakery on wheels. That's cute. That's very creative. Yeah, I will subscribe to that one. But you could see people do so many creative things with this. Oh my god, look at all the detail in this. That had to take them hours to do. So one of the objects in this isn't even available in the Steam Workshop. A little floor shop. Wow. Okay, these people are just amazing. That's fantastic. I'm kind of hoping that by downloading the diorama, I'll get the pieces to it, and then I can make my own with it. That's cute. Very whimsical. A couple little cats having a tea party. Ooh, look at that little garden. So nice. Wild woods. Now this is a simple one, but it's very cute. And look, the wolf family, including the pups. Nice. But yeah, we could go through how many dioramas are even download or uploaded. At least 67 pages worth. Holy smokes, people have been busy with this. I mean, here, a cozy little apartment. There's a bedroom right here. And there's the little kitchen and the dining room. And I think there's probably a bathroom back there. Yeah, there's a little bathroom in there. So they did something similar to what I did. And yes, I could have put a door in somewhere, but I didn't. Christmas cabin. That's cute. Like I said, I'm hoping I get some of the parts because I want that Christmas tree. A mud room. Nice. Basically, it's the laundry room. I see some of the pieces I used. But yeah, this is a charming and a hugely extensive little game, as you can tell from what people have made. You can get as creative and as in the weeds as you want with this. A 70-ish themed apartment. Yes, it is. We got paneled walls. We have avocado green floor. We got a yellow fridge, orange furniture, record player. Okay, the only thing 70s themed, I don't think the computer would be there. But aside from that, very, very nicely done. Okay, they did say 70s themed. They didn't say it was a 70s apartment. It's still the record play. The computer's a little out of place. Very nice. Very creative. It just it's a great little creative game. I mean, people have done there's a retro cafe, a dog grooming center. Are we serious? Yeah. Wow. Wow. Again, all the little details. That's amazing. A girly girl. Yeah, that's very girly. I thought I was being girly. That's like ultimate girly. A museum with gems and minerals. Very nice. So as you could tell, it has a very dedicated community of people that enjoy creating stuff for it. Dioramas, pieces, just creating in the game. And this one is a Ghibli inspired piece. And I can totally see where that would be something that I would see in a Ghibli movie. And holy smokes, look at all the details. I'm sitting there trying to zoom in so I can see it closer, but I can't because obviously not. They must have put several hundred little pieces in here. Amazing. And this is a little cafe, little restaurant. Oh, and then you can get dioramas like somebody's created a 2-story house. So you can use this as a template to make your 2-story house. I mean, we could just keep going and going and going because people are just so incredibly creative. Like this, we have an apocalyptic camp. So somebody's even taken MakeRoom and created a cozy apocalypse with it. Absolutely incredible. A beach scene. Now I have this beach thing. And we could go on and on and on. I think there's even a Hobbit scene in here somewhere. A steampunk called Clockhaven. I can't even imagine how many hundreds of pieces are in this. They even have little wooden mannequin dolls dressed as people. Holy smokes! People are so absolutely creative. You give them a little game like this, and they just go hog with it. Oh, here, little hobbit house. Very cute. A dwarf village. Also very cute. Oh, I already subscribed to that. I wonder. This one I don't know specifically what it is because I can't read. I believe that's Japanese. I feel like they've edited a little to add people in. Yeah, they drew the people in, I think. Just cute. Neat. The motor home from home. Dang, that's pretty extensive. All right, so I think we're done looking at this. And that is Make Game. It is by Kenny. And the publisher is Wholesome Game Presents. And I think, well, Kenny has done a couple other things, or maybe Wholesome Games has. There's one called Frick Inc., released in 2020, and Pix Rose, also in 2020. Pix Rose looks like one of those anagram game, nonogram. It's a nonogram game. It's actually $2 right now. It says over 150 relaxing nonogram logic puzzles featuring additional challenges and unlockable customization. Kind of neat. But yeah, it is currently on sale right now, 20% off, $7.99. Full price, it's $10. Has 93% positive reviews from 412 users. So, people are liking it. Obviously, I like it. I like anything that lets us be creative. We'll see what the developers created with theirs. Cute little sunroom. Little computer room, or I guess this would be the media room because there's the TV. Little Nintendo Switch, the computer, couch with another gaming console and a cat. Little camper getaway. That one's really nicely done. Looks like a little cabin in the woods. Very cute. Boat. Little bakery. And again, very much with the details. I mean, just from what they've created, just to showcase the game, you could tell this is pretty nice. I don't know what this is all about. Looks like an old shed full of junk. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, that's right. There are assignments you can do. So that's an assignment. We're supposed to clean this up and fix it. Same here. I like those styles of relaxing games. Nice break from other mainstream games. Well, this is definitely a good one. I mean, and yeah, here, there's a view of the workshop where you can create your own pieces. I don't know if you'll want. We can look at this again some more another day. Maybe even try out some of the other features we haven't tried yet. What do y'all think? But for now, I think that's going to do it for this look. Again, this is MakeRoom by Kenny. Came out August 7th of this year, being 2025. And it is currently on sale until October 6th for 20% off, $7.99. Normally $9.99, so very good value for a game like this, especially with such an active community making so many things for it. Now, having been pestered for the past, I don't know, hour by a cat who insists that she is starving, I should probably go take care of her. Definitely would like to see more. All right, so we'll take a second look at it either the end of this week or early next week. Now, tomorrow, I'm thinking we'll probably go back and see what's happening in town to city, because we have only unlocked half of the achievements, which means we have so much more to do. Maybe we'll even look at the free build for that. I'd like to see if we can do anything with that just creatively. But, of course, you're always free to comment and let me know what you want to see. Is there a particular game you'd like to see or see again? Something you want me to look at? Like I know that the store, they have the autumn sale going on. And actually, we might look at the autumn sale tomorrow, if y'all would prefer, because I'd like to see what all's on sale right now. And, right, it is not Tuesday yet, but unless something radically changes, it does seem like How World has locked in Tuesday night stream. So there is that. So unless a whole bunch of people come in and go, we want to see my time at Sandrock. Well, we're going back to Pow World. So now I will stop yammering on and on. Thank you all for stopping by. Special thank you to Neon Earth. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Thank you to Jacob Gulf City Navo. I really appreciate you and hanging out. And, all the fun information like about PlayStation. I will look into the PSP and the PS2 and see if it's a possibility to, I don't know, they're probably hella expensive, but we'll look. Thank you to Wolf of Midnight for coming in, and I was so glad to hear that you were able to get your stuff printed, finally. So that's good. And for everybody who popped in and out, or maybe you stuck around and lurked, well, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. But having said all that, y'all go off. Have yourself a great day or evening, wherever you are. And until next time, bye for now.